I'm ready, like SpongeBob would say.
How does he say it in English?
I'm ready.
But is it I'm ready?
Is it I'm ready? Promotion. I'm ready.
I feel like it's a little
Promotion.
more catchy in Spanish. Estoy listo, trabajo.
It's the same thing.
Yeah,
It's
but
the
it's
same syllables.
It's a little more like beat. Like I don't know.
Maybe.
But
I think it's the same.
SpongeBob really is something else. Like that song. Whenever he breaks his pants.
I'm a goofy goof.
No.
Oh. When Larry.
That shit is such a bomb in Spanish. That shit is good.
Also, Gary, please don't go.
Yeah. In English or Spanish?
I think that one I only know in English.
Okay.
Also,
the Sandy Cheeks song.
I wanna go home.
That shit bangs in English.
I love SpongeBob. I quote it almost every day.
For real. That's the whole reason why this channel is named like that.
Oh, that's right. Because I'm living like Larry. That's right. That's right.
Tell me that shit wasn't a bomb back in like 2013.
That is a
core memory.
Yeah, an old memory. Oh, that's where the pants came from.
What do you mean?
The ripped pants. He sang it with Larry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
A bunch of episodes just come and go from my mind. But I will always quote SpongeBob as some sort of fashion. My favorite SpongeBob meme when he's like...
I remember that one. The future one.
Future! Yeah, we quote that one a lot too. Also, I just love a good old jellyfish rave.
When he's watching porn? Do you remember
the anemones?
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that. I remember he was watching the anemones. And he's all happy about it.
Yeah, he's intrigued. He's exploring.
Hey, maybe an anemone's like a sponge.
It might be. I don't know. I don't know about sea creatures like that.
I don't know a lot of sea creatures either, but I know one thing, that squirrels do not belong in the water.
Girls?
Squirrels.
Oh, squirrels, for real. That's why she has a helmet.
Yeah, she's like an astronaut.
She really is.
Maybe that's why, like, they say that the, space, the aliens are really underwater.
I mean, they might be. We haven't really explored the underwater. But you're sleeping already?
No, I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
I'm not sleeping. I'm ready.
Merry Christmas, motherfuckers.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. That's how you said that. It's Christmas Eve.
Well, by the time you watch this, it's probably going to be Christmas, so... Or it's going to be probably after Christmas.
After Christmas. Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy Christmas. You're in America, it's Christmas. The fuck?
Okay, some people celebrate Hanukkah.
Yeah.
I don't know if Kwanzaa is in the same scenario.
I don't know what Kwanzaa is.
I don't know what Kwanzaa is either, but I know it's another holiday.
Ain't that some shit?
Some people don't celebrate Christmas. It's probably somebody's birthday out there. Happy birthday.
Yeah, for real. But how shit it is that it's your birthday at the same time as Christmas?
I will be so mad. I will be like, my presents have to be specifically, like, this is my birthday present.
And this is
this is my Christmas present.
Yeah, but, like, think about it. If you don't have a lot of money, you're going to be like, no, it's going to give me one and count it as two. You know?
Okay, well, that's not the case. You have to budget. If you have somebody in your life that has a birthday on Christmas or around Christmas, you have all year to budget to have two presents. Because they get kind of screwed over, We all get two presents. It's not their fault.
For real.
They're what? They're February, March babies. What's in March? Because November babies are babies that were conceived on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, Valentine's presents. They're like little Hanukkah in the middle of February. Hanukkah.
Who?
Hanukkah.
What is that?
Like a sound for sex.
Oh.
No.
I've never heard that before.
No.
That's a very interesting sound for sex. For sure at the hill.
It's like hump.
Okay. Anyways.
Whatever.
Hello, welcome back. We got a hello. We're sipping on different things today.
For real. A little ponchecito.
Yeah. It's holiday time.
I guess we're getting sponsored by fucking Humix.
No, you can't see what it is.
How do you say that?
Humix.
What about for white people?
Humix. I'm not changing my accent for you. I'm gonna say it correctly. I'm gonna say Humix correctly, and you're gonna understand what I mean. The only time that I will say something in like a gringo accent, it will be like when they truly don't understand me.
Like what?
I don't know. I
Because I have
have
people
words in my
asking
head.
me how you say taco in Spanish.
Please stop playing with
For
me.
real.
Stop fucking playing with me.
For real. They're like, how do you call it tortilla in Spanish? I'm like, bitch.
Sometimes I will say tortilla and they're like, what the? And then I will say tortilla or tortilla. I don't say tortilla, just kidding. I say tortilla. You know, I will
Sure, the double L.
I will just gringero for them. I don't know.
For real.
Otherwise, I'm keeping my accent.
Yeah, me too for the most part. Unless people really can't understand me. Something that really bothers me is whenever somebody when I used to work at a restaurant, they order fajitas, you know, like on the skillet. They're like, where are my fajitas? I'm like, bitch, right in front of you. And they meant the tortillas.
Oh, boo.
Yeah, so I was like, what do you mean?
Child, what you mean?
But whatever.
Education is free. Google is free.
Shit.
But up here.
This America.
This is America where there's everything on. Hold on, I'm fucking uncomfortable. Hold up.
Hold up. Well, let me tell you
There
something.
we go.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I'm like, this pillow's against me today. Okay, tell me.
Tell me more, tell me more, tell me na 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 na. So something interesting happened on the OF community that caught
Oh, God.
fire. For
Oh,
real.
God.
And you didn't want to talk about it. And I didn't want to talk about it because you say that there was so many sexual things going on my ex account. But then you saw it.
That's what I thought. You know, 'cause I was just getting messages from OF from you, and I'm like,
But like what?
Oh,
I
did
sent
it?
you that, and then what else?
I don't know. I feel like we just talked about it, but I was shook. I was shook by the news. When I saw it, I guess it didn't dawn on me like what exactly it said, and then I saw it. Like I kept seeing it, and it seemed like news articles about it, and I was like,
That's what I'm saying. Me too.
This
I
is
didn't know
crazy.
who the bitch was.
I don't know who the girl is either. I mean, this is the only time that we're gonna hear about this girl.
Probably.
This is the only time that she's gonna get her rise to fame, unless she gets chlamydia from one of these things and discovers a cure for chlamydia or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the only way that we're gonna hear from her again. Other than this, yes. So I think this is very much worth talking about. This is craziness. This is next level.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans is a good way to put it. This is next level. At this point, it's a sickness. I think. I find it very fascinating. How this Miss Lily Phillips. Miss Lily Phillips. She's
from the UK.
Yeah, she's 22, 23.
22 and 23.
Is she 22 or 23?
23, I think.
She's in her early 20s. She's
younger than us. How about
she's
that?
younger than us. She set out the record. Well, she doesn't have the record pretty much, but sleeping with 100 guys in 24 hours. I'm gonna need you to please excuse yourself because I'm sorry. What? Can you? Just why? Just literally why? Like why? There is no reason. What?
I was just gonna Google it because something came out on.
Deceased, is that her?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Hold on.
Let me
We're
see.
not gonna fucking.
Let me
Hold
see.
on. We'll see that in a minute. Let me save it for later so we can see.
No, I wanna see.
I mean, it's just getting fun.
Is that her?
I think so because it's the footage of the.
That's the footage, her record from. Wait, so she just having 3 guys? Oh my god! Can I just see how ugly that is? Like, oops, I just scratched something. Okay, first of all.
Why are you watching that?
She had 3. No, not even that. She had 3 guys at the same time. Like.
I mean, she's doing a threesome, but. No, but
I know, but those are the guys from the threesome are just the random ass people that she invited over.
Yeah. So it's just that I wanted to show her ex account because on her ex account I think the description say that she was I don't know if we can say it but I want to say it, fuck it.
Yeah, say it.
We don't monetize it yet. She said that she was like a cum dumpster on her bio. Oh, like she literally say that.
Yeah. That's a kink. Yeah.
I mean, it's a kink.
People like that.
I get it.
People like that.
Yeah, but just the fact that you degrade yourself in such a public view, you know, like if you're doing a video and like maybe like saying it in a moment, like I get it, you know, but just like public announcing it like that, because on her video she was like, oh, I'm getting rained through by 100 guys. I was like, oh.
I mean, that's the persona, that's the image that she's selling, and it's just
a whore persona.
Yeah, like that is her character that she's playing. So I watched the documentary, and I know you did too with what's
Josh something. I know the UK dude.
So Josh Peters. Josh Peters made this documentary, and there was something so endearing about him. And from my view, the way that he was recording everything, he seemed genuinely concerned, which I think anybody would be in their right minds.
I think he did, but he was also milking the situation and did not appreciate. Yeah, like I get it.
Yeah, 1,000%.
But
No,
I
agree.
just don't agree the way he was saying it so publicly. Because one thing is talking about it and saying like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna record this girl that is having so like I don't know like a documentary." But there was a specific scene where he's in the street, and then some old ladies are passing by, and the ladies go, "Oh, what are you recording for?"
Yeah.
He could have said something like, "Oh, that's a documentary about like I don't know the adult industry, like something simple." He went into full detail to women that had nothing to do with that.
I would have done the same thing.
But why?
Boy, it is not your responsibility to keep it private. This girl put out a public notice for literally anybody to come on over and do the deed with her for 5 minutes. Like, at that point, I think she lost the right to all privacy, especially if it's for a documentary. If I'm out and about doing a documentary and somebody's asking me what I'm doing, I'm going to tell them what I'm doing. But I found it so interesting how that lady was like, okay, you know,
we're fucked as a society.
No, she didn't. She didn't even seem like that. She was just like, okay, is she getting fed? Is she water? That's a lot of guys, you know, like.
Yeah. She was bamboozled.
I didn't think she was bamboozled. I think she was the opposite of bamboozled. I just think she was just like, all right, you know, okay, you know, that's fine to some degree. This is too much. Honestly, this is a lot to take in, and I really want to hear your perspective as a man, because as a woman, I'm sad. Like,
This is what I've been always telling you about women being some for fun and some being work material.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
Right now, this girl, she might be young, she might be hot, she's making money, but I can assure you, that day, after everything that happened, that was probably the loneliest night of her life. Because you can see it by the end of it. Like the beginning of it, she's all fun. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna have fun, and this is my fantasy and whatever. By the time it ended, that poor girl was broken down. I don't care what anybody says. You can see it in her eyes. That girl was like, the fuck just happened to my face.
I mean, I can just imagine how overwhelming the feeling of
just being used.
But I don't know. There's something off about the whole documentary, and I think that there's something off about Lily Collins, obviously, since she's doing this outrageous thing. But when she talks about it, she seems very nonchalant, which I understand. Like, okay, this is what you decide to do. Like, you're 22 or 23. Like, obviously your frontal lobe is not yet developed. No, that's and. There's something off about it. Like, she wants to do it, but she doesn't want to do it. Like, I got the vibe that she does, but she doesn't, right?
Yeah.
And one thing that I notice about her is that she doesn't really complete a full sentence without saying the word like every other word. So
I feel like most people nowadays.
No, but she would say like literally every other word. Like, it was a little too much.
Too many likes.
It was too many likes, yeah. To the point where I was like, I don't think she fully understands what this means. And I think it's weird how she can't explain it. She says many times, I can't explain what it is. It's just she covers it up with, oh, it's my fantasy and I want to do this for the money and for all that. But I just don't think that she realizes what she has done, because now she's going for the ultimate record, and she wants to do 1,000 guys in 24 hours. Like, that is just disgusting.
And she said that she's preparing herself for that. So like, right now she did 100, but before doing the video for 1,000, she's gonna do 3 and then 500. So she can be ready physically, mentally, sexually. I don't know.
I want to know her STD results immediately. I really want to know if she caught anything, because she did say that she was prioritizing people that had STD tests. But then at the very end, she's like, "Who? Come on down." You know what I'm saying? Like, it's truly vile. It's truly like
crazy as fuck.
It's bruh. Like, like, honestly, there's almost no words, because as a woman, okay, let's take the disgust out of it. Let's say like this happens to. It's never gonna happen to me, but let's say it's happened to me. I can just imagine that sunken feeling of like, what the fuck did I just do? You know, like, I want to say let's take the disgust out of it, but I can't. Like, I can't take the disgust out of it. Like, I cannot imagine having some random man's junk in my trunk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, first of all, why did I would just be turned off by the fact that I'm not attracted to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're gonna be intimate, like, you have to be attracted to the person, right? So for her to just do it with whoever and whatever, and like, what if they got a chode? You know what I'm saying? Like, she's doing it like that, and she doesn't care. It's just gross. It's just plain gross, honestly.
It really is.
It's just like, I can't.
Yeah, like I said though, to me feels like now she's in a whole different category for the rest of her life.
Oh, for
Because
sure.
after this, it's gonna be very difficult for her to find a partner.
Does she want a partner though? Like,
I mean, not right now, but that's what I'm saying. Like, women feel like they gotta live in the moment,
mm-hmm.
but they don't think about the future. So right now, like I said, she's having fun, she's having all this sex, she's making all this money. But there's gonna be a time in your life when you're not that hot, when you're not the hottest women on OF, and somebody else is doing something crazy or something more wild.
Yeah.
She might be taller, bigger ass, bigger tits, whatever. Like, you're just gonna go downhill because it's just like human nature.
Yeah.
You come to your peak point and then you go down, and then whenever it happens, she's not gonna have as much attention as she has now, and then she's gonna want somebody to be there for her.
Mm-hmm.
What man is gonna be there for her? You know?
I think that there's a broken person for broken people. Is that makes more sense in Spanish?
Mm-hmm.
But I think there's literally somebody for everybody. I think that she will marry. I honestly do. I think that there's gonna be a man that can handle it, or will be okay to some sort of degree, or would love her enough to look past it. So I really don't think that the marriage thing is a problem. I think what the true problem is how she's going to be looked at for the rest of her life. Like, for example, Mia Khalifa.
Yeah.
She's like, I want to be done with the life, blah, blah. She's always going to be Mia Khalifa. You know? Like,
But she's always, I hate that bitch just because she talks so much shit about the industry, but she doesn't even change her name. Like, that's a big hypocrite.
Right. Well, whatever the case is, she's always going to be looked at as the girl that got ran through by 100 men. Like, you know, it's just can't. Ooh, like, ooh. But also, like, let's talk about these men.
Yeah.
Because what the hell? Like, what do you mean? Like, somebody really say, yo, come get this booty. And they were like, on my way.
For real.
Explain yourself as a man, please.
Men are horny. Men are horny and they will take every part. There's a time in your life as a man when you're horny and stupid and young.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how old these people were. I heard that somewhere in their 30s, but
it was range. It was range.
Yeah. So there will always be some kind of horny motherfucker. But again, if you're horny enough to subscribe to one of these girls for an OF, and she's kind of your fantasy, and then she's like, "Hey, wanna fuck me?"
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I be down. Cause she's your fantasy.
Yeah.
I mean, not me, but
yeah.
me speaking as if I were one of the subscribers.
Like, you can see the mentality.
Yeah, cause it's a fantasy. Like, I fantasize about you, about how sexy you are, and wishing that was me, the one doing you.
Yeah.
And then if you just like the opportunity comes down, it's like, oh, God is giving me this opportunity. Let me take it. You know.
That's so gross.
It's gross. No, don't get me wrong. It's fucking gross. But it is what it is.
But I want to know why nobody is thinking about the health of this. Like, how could I couldn't imagine sleeping with a guy right after he slept with another girl. Like, it's not even dry yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I don't want people's juices on me. Like, that's fucking gross. So, okay, I get the fantasy thing. Like, everybody has their own fantasies to be fulfilled or whatever you want, right? But I wouldn't be able to do it. Like, even if my favorite, like, man Porsche would be like, yo, I'm gonna do 100 girls a day, I would not sign up because, like, why? I think that some people can separate sex and feelings.
Yeah.
And that's totally fine. But I don't think you can separate health and wellness from the sex. So I'm just like, even if I wanted to fulfill that fantasy, I'd be like, bro, but did you know, like, it's literally gonna be warm from the other vagina. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
germs, like literally germs.
Mm. I think they were doing some kind of STD test, but then again, it was everything so
It was so disorganized.
yeah, disorganized that half of the guys I think called it out. So they were like, yes, you know what, I'm not doing it last minute. So they were looking for random people to
Exactly.
fill in.
Yes, exactly.
So
So
I don't
it's some.
think,
There's no way people got STD tests done
that
in
day.
time, and it's just like I don't know. Like it just feels like the risk is too high
I
for
don't
the
think they
reward
were thinking about the risk.
for
That's
a
the thing.
5 minute
Not even
thing.
5 minutes.
Did she have 5 minutes?
That's what she said, but some people were complaining that there wasn't even 5 minutes. Because whenever she was crying, she was like, oh yeah, some guys complaining that it wasn't the full 5 minutes.
Well, it's not her fault that they came quickly. Like that's not your fault.
They were falling behind schedule.
That too, but I mean, she did it. She did it for 100 guys, and it just
It's bananas. It really is bananas. And now she wants to set the record for, like you said, like 1,000 guys. And there's been videos of how explaining how she wants to do it.
Yeah.
And it's just like a factory machine, like it goes from A to B to C. So it's her in the room. The guy comes in, does the thing, and then walks out the other door, and then the next one. So it's just like a chain.
That's so gross.
It's crazy.
That's disgusting. I just can't.
And I think she's making a killer money wise.
That money is not worth all that. I'm sorry. Well,
yeah.
I mean, money is the root of evil here, and I'm sure she made a good. If she didn't make a list a mill out of this, I'm gonna need you to leave because
she probably did. Like, look at all the people talking about her. There's
yeah.
definitely a lot of motherfuckers subscribing to her just to see that video.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Like, honestly, if I didn't have to pay for the video, I would probably watch it because I want to see the logistics. I want to see if it literally was like in, out, next one, whatever. Were there threesomes going on at some point? Like, I want to know the logistics of it because curiosity killed the cat. But
I'm pretty sure it's going to get leaked at some point.
I'm not going to pay for it. Like, I refuse to pay my own money for it. Like, no.
I'm not going to contribute to that directly.
Yeah, I'm not going to contribute to that directly. Yeah, because she's already making money. She doesn't need my...
$3.50, whatever she cost.
I don't know. Maybe that video is special. Maybe it's $50. Shit. She honestly has the power to do that.
For real.
So, I just want to know a little bit more about the male perspective
on this. Do you think... what about it?
Just what kind of man does this? Like, I feel
somebody
like
that is lonely, somebody that is horny, and somebody that is not probably that attractive. So the kind of person that will hire a prostitute.
Okay.
I feel like that will be the kind of guy. Because you cannot really get a girl for yourself, so you gotta pay for it. And then, like I said, if it's your ultimate fantasy, because you subscribe to her, because it wasn't like an open invitation. It was only to the people that were subscribed to her.
No, it was an open invitation.
No, it was the people that got subscribed to her. So they were fans already of her.
Not all of them, though. Like, at the end of the day, whenever she was scrambling for more people, the participants were like, "Hey, can my friend come? Like, he doesn't even know you, but my friend come?
My friend can come fuck you."
And she's like, "Yeah, bring him in."
That's
like,
crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it was a open call. Like, she didn't even have auditions. Okay, like she went straight for the kill. But how? Okay, even if you're lame and lonely, if you're horny and lonely, how lame are you?
That lame.
Like, that lame. Yeah, I understand that there's all kinds of people in this world, but like,
I truly believe that from that guy, it's just that porn from a man's perspective and a woman's perspective is completely different. You know?
I agree, yes.
So for men, it's more like a fantasy. So this was the ultimate fantasy for some of those guys. It wasn't probably the way they wanted when it was like a full scene and like half an hour just like going at it. Mm-hmm. But at least they got time to spend with the person that they always been fantasizing about.
You're a loser. You are a loser. Like, for 5 minutes.
And he does some shit. And they pay the whole expenses for the travel.
Yeah, and some of them were saying like this is one of the most expensive
trips ever too.
Not even trips. They say shag because they're British. But I mean, bruh, like, you know what? I have a friend that I could see doing this.
Yeah.
Like, I have one friend in mind that I'm like, this would be the type of motherfucker to do this.
Like, guy fucking the girl or the girl doing it?
A guy.
Okay.
Yeah, but
that's crazy.
But even though that I'm thinking of this one friend, I think that my friend will still
No, dude.
have the morals and the soul to be like, first of all, it's kind of gross, like he doesn't want a city, but it's just I don't think he's that much of a loser. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like he can pull a girl, like but I'm just like
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
so nasty. Like I just can't get past the disgust of it all. Like I'm truly disgusted by every single man that took part of this. And the girl and the team. Like she has a team.
Yeah.
Like
They were encouraging.
nobody said hold on. What?
But I feel,
Nobody said that.
yeah, but I think that she's surrounded by yes men. So
I
if
think
she
to
was
a
the one of
certain
the
degree.
idea, then everybody was like, yeah, boss, whatever you said, let's do it. I don't think that was really the case. Because nowadays, everybody wants to leech off the famous person. And in this case, she is. And she said that she's giving employment to 9 people.
Yeah.
So that's 9 people making money.
Yeah.
And probably a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Producers.
It's a business.
It's a business. Fuck yeah.
Like,
and they make a lot of money.
I'm not mad at the business side of it. Like, yeah, make your money. You know what I'm saying? Like, but again, there's a limit. And I feel like we just keep passing past that limit. And it's truly scary to what the future holds. Like, if this is happening now, this girl's 22, 23 years old, what's going to happen maybe in the next 20 years? Is the normal OF account going to be like, watch me get ran through by 50 guys? Like, let's go. Live streaming. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like this is the future of porn, and it's...
I mean, it could be. It also depends on us at some point. Because I'm pretty sure it was China. They declare OF illegal in their country.
Mm-hmm.
So that shit cannot fly over there.
Yeah.
So that helps. I'm pretty sure that helps to not corrupt the society into a degraded society.
But in countries like that, prostitution is very much okay. Like there's an interview like people going around in the streets and they're interviewing women like, what would you rather? Would you rather your partner cheat on you with a civilian or a prostitute? And all the women were like, oh, go to the prostitution house, do your thing. And it's like so normalized.
Yeah.
So again, it's a little bit wicked. Everybody has their own things, but I'm just confused. I'm genuinely confused.
Do you think she would go on to those 1,000 guys?
I don't think it's possible to do it in one day.
How many?
I don't think it's humanly possible. Because if she took like 12 hours to do 100 people, like logistically, like 1,000 men for 24 hours. So 1,000 divided by 24.
Yeah, bro. That would be 41 guys.
41 guys an hour. So not even a minute. Divide that by 60. For
an hour. How about a dude?
So a dude every 0.69 seconds. That was not planned. It happened to be 0.69. I mean...
Ain't that some shit? Unless she does like multiple guys at once, but it wouldn't make a lot of sense the way she wants to do it. Anyway.
That's so disgusting. That is so gross. Like...
Do you think her dad is in the picture?
Yes! She says... Did you not watch the documentary?
Yeah, but I heard about the mom.
And the dad.
Yeah?
It's them. I want to know what the family dynamic is. Like, because they said that they support
whatever
her,
she says, yeah.
Which is amazing. But, like... what the fuck? Like, honestly, like, what the hell? Because I couldn't imagine, like, we have pretty supportive parents. And if I wanted to do the adult industry, I don't think I could tell my parents. I don't think I have the guts for that. I think, first of all, my mom would be crushed. I think she would not be for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
But let's say that we get past that and I'm like, okay, I decided to be an adult entertainer. Like, it is what it is. At what point does it become degradation? You know what I'm saying? Like, does she even feel degraded? Does she even feel like her morals just went down the window?
I think she did. That's what she was crying at the end. She was like, I feel like a prostitute at the end of it. She said it herself.
But that's your fucking fault. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
you put yourself in that situation.
I honestly, I want to feel like a little bit of pity for this girl, but there's a part of me that doesn't, because you have to sit down with yourself and think about what you're doing. Like, you cannot lie to yourself. You know, you can lie to whoever you want, but you cannot lie to your own feelings, your own sentiments. So I wonder what the conversation was in her head when she was all by herself in her room. She said, "I'm gonna get 100 guys inside of me, and I'm gonna do this." Like, did her heart sink down
But JJ,
to her vagine? Like, what was the thought process for her to be like, "Yeah, let's do this"? And she says that it's for the fantasy and for the money, but that is not enough. Like, that cannot be it. Like, that just I just don't buy it. I just don't buy this.
I think that she wasn't really fully conscious of how much it will take for her to do that. Because you can really see the difference between the before and after.
Not really.
The day
Not
before
really.
she was talking about, she was all happy and smiling and shit like that, and then by the end of it she was completely crushed.
She was only crushed because it's an overwhelming thing. And she said that she was crying because she thought she didn't do a good enough
But that's
job
what
for her
but that's what you
followers.
just said. You said that you can lie to the whole world, but you cannot lie to yourself.
Right.
I really believe, like, you can see someone in the eyes and be like, that person is broken.
Yeah.
I truly saw that video and thought to myself, that girl is going through something traumatic right now. I didn't thought that she was crying because she was feeling bad for the guy 69
Mm-hmm.
that didn't get the 5 minutes, you know?
Okay, so if that's the deal, if she feels so broken and it's dawned on her that what she has done is something truly vile, why the
She's
next
stuck in a
day be
cycle.
like, okay, bet, let's do 1,000 guys? Like,
I think she's stuck in a cycle. It's like
she's stuck in a cycle.
yeah, like that woman that is married to the guy that keeps hitting on her, and the guy is saying, "Oh, I'm never gonna hit you again because I really love you," and the girl just stays because she wants to believe in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that at this point, she's married to the idea, so she wants to believe that it's because of the fantasy, because that's something that she wants to, even though maybe she deep down she doesn't really want to,
I think that
because she sold that persona.
exactly. I think that she's truly trying to convince herself that this is what she wants.
Yep.
Because again, I feel like that she wants to and she doesn't want to. Like it's just, you know, when you can tell somebody's lying to you, like it's just like you can just tell. I got that vibe from her, and there's something off about. I mean, obviously there's something off about this whole thing. Like this is fucking crazy, but for you to abuse yourself in that way, let go of your womanhood in that way, and go through something so traumatic and want to repeat it, and you're doing it to yourself,
and publicly.
I could maybe understand a little bit more, maybe like the domestic situation that you're talking about, like in a partner, but she's literally doing it to herself. She's causing her own trauma. Like, that's your fault.
Yeah. I mean, she doesn't want to walk away from it.
Mm-hmm.
And does some shit.
It's sad, I think.
It's sad and it's disgusting. At the fact that we're celebrating this.
I don't think anybody's celebrating it, honestly.
I mean, I feel like some people might.
Who?
Just because people want to see how far they can push it, probably. It's like the ultimate fantasy to some people. And then, of course, everybody else, us including, by talking about it, we're kind of pushing for it. You know, like, are we asking we should do it, we should not do it? So we're going to talk about it again.
I mean, for sure, but I mean, yeah, we're talking about it now.
Okay, by next week this will be all done.
Yeah, by next week this is over. It's gonna be done. She's gonna do her 1,000 guys. We're gonna talk about it again, and then we're gonna move on. Like nothing. Well, it's
her life will definitely change.
Her life has been changed. Like honestly, like
No.
I'm not even mad about how much money she was making before this, because she said that she was making like a crazy amount. So why go? You know what? Actually, when I was watching the documentary, I had this thought of like billionaires. Like, you know how they say that billionaires are evil because they just do whatever it takes, blah, blah. I think that kind of has the same impact here. Like, there is so much more that you could do to get to that maybe. Let's say she has 5 million. Maybe she wants to get to the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If money really is the motive here, then I get it to a certain degree.
Yeah.
But if it's her trying to convince herself that it's the fantasy that she wants, I don't buy it, and I really want to know. I wish I could have a conversation with her when she can form a sentence, because she can't. The fact that she can't explain this lets me know that she doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
It's an overwhelming feeling. I don't think you really can explain it, because she just got used. There is no emotional connection in the sex that she just had. So I think those are the words that the feelings that she's trying to understand that she doesn't fully understand yet. Because she got used, plain and simple.
Mm-hmm.
She was just a fleshlight that day.
But she was fine with it. She asked for that.
Yeah, because she didn't know what she was signing up for until it happened.
There's no way you don't know what you're signing up for.
I mean, when saying 100 sounds easy. Doing 100 is a whole different game. You know? You can say, oh yeah, I want to be a millionaire by next year. Between saying it and doing it, there's a fucking mile of distance. Same thing with this case. She say 100, she was like, you know what? Like, I've seen people do, like, scenes with 10 guys, so what about if you multiply that by 10? Mm-hmm. You know? She thought it would be something easy, maybe like that. And then, reality hit. Mm-hmm. It wasn't that fucking simple.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I hope she doesn't do the 1,000.
I hope she doesn't do the 1,000. I hope she comes to her senses. I hope somebody stops her.
Yeah.
Is prostitution legal in the UK? Like, this is prostitution.
No, they didn't pay for it.
Oh, you're right.
This was 2 adults consenting to sex in a X space.
But she is earning money, so how is this not prostitution?
Because the guys are not paying for it.
But somebody is.
Yeah.
Well, when it becomes online, I guess that's more porn content than not prostitution per se.
Yeah, even Family makes a joke out of it.
What do you mean?
Yeah, because there's a scene when 2 people are having sex and the police breaks in and he's like, you're arrested for prostitution. And the guy goes like, no, we're filming it. And he was like, oh, so you're doing porn, so it's not illegal anymore.
Okay, there you go. Then that answers my question, I guess.
Yeah.
It's too crazy.
I really hope she doesn't do it just for her own mental health.
Her mental health is not in the room with us. Like,
it's not, but it can get worse. That's my thing. Because how many stories have we hear about porn stars that have committed suicide?
A lot.
Like last year, some girl literally blew her head off with a shotgun because she was going through it.
Yeah.
I'm not wishing the worst on her, but I'm not saying that cannot be her either because of what she's going through. And it will be interesting to talk to her in 5 years when she's more mature.
Yes, but you're doing this willingly.
Yeah, but when you're young, like how many girls say join the industry at 18?
Right.
And then by 30, they're like, yeah, I was fucking young and stupid, and like I regret the decision.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Even the girl that has the actual world record, that is like 115, something like that, in 24 hours. She's now married with kids, but she says that is the one thing I regret doing, like in my whole career. She was in the industry for a long time, and for her to say that is the one thing that she regretted,
but imagine crazy. The toll on you as a kid knowing that your mom did that. Because there have been cases nowadays of kids from elementary, middle schools killing themselves because of social pressure because their moms do OnlyFans.
Yeah, for sure.
Imagine, like...
And kids are mean.
Yeah, we're fucking ruthless. I've said it before, I was bullied. I will bully you. If I was 14 and I knew your mom did that and I hate you, boy, you're in for hell. You're in for hell.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to say it, but I was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And I did not think of the consequence of me telling your mom was a whore. Now I can say and be like, damn, it was wrong. But back then, dude, I would have ripped a new one.
Yeah.
And I would have been like, yeah, your mom's is even bigger. You know?
Yeah, that your mama is going to be a different meaning for sure. But I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on the whole kids things because I'm like, I mean...
But that's not their fault. They're suffering for...
Exactly.
But they're victims. They're victims of the situation.
So do you think that adult entertainers should not have kids?
I would prefer not to. Because it's a burden that you're carrying unwillingly.
Yeah.
You're carrying someone else's sins.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Mic drop. You're carrying somebody else's sin. Your mother's.
Yeah. So that's heavy though.
Yeah.
The fact that you know that your mom was a fucking because everybody can Google, everybody can fucking say, everybody knows what a blowjob means nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that you had to even see, not even picture, to not even imagine, to actually see your mom doing that shit, that has to be fucking traumatic. And then knowing that it was 100 guys and none of them were your dad.
Yeah.
Bro, the fucking mental toll on those kids is gonna be legendary for the worst. I really would prefer that those kind of people do not have kids just because of their mental health.
Yeah. I mean, I get it 1,000%. Like, I know where you're coming from, but bruh.
Yeah.
It's just, bro, like, I get that you want to be a mom or whatever, but I don't think that they
You get a
really
fucking dog.
care. They really care about, like, hey, my kid is going to suffer in some way. Like, why do it then?
See, but that's a chain of events because you do it,
Yeah.
your kids carry the toll, and then the kids get bullied for it, and
for
God
generations,
forbid,
probably.
not even, God forbid, he can't take the fucking bullying and he kills himself.
Yeah.
He killed himself because of your actions 20 years before he was even born.
Mm-hmm.
How fucking traumatic would that be for you? For you?
Knowing that it was literally your fault.
It was literally your fault.
Ooh.
You wanted a kid so bad that you were willing to put your past behind it and hope for the best. And then
but the past is his present.
Yeah. And it didn't cut up to you. It cut up to your kid.
Mm-hmm.
So now your mistakes are being paid by your kid.
Yeah.
That's a double fucking toll.
Yeah. Ugh.
That's what I'm saying. I hope she doesn't get kids after this. It's just like that poor kid. I mean, I might be wrong. That fucking kid might be the next president of the U.S. or the U.K. The Prime Minister of the U.K.
I mean, in this day and age, if we can have a felon as a president, I can see
that's a whole different story.
No, but I mean, he's like, for example, let's talk about Trump, right? Like, he is also very known to hire prostitutes, blah blah blah. Because of how much money he has and all the influence he has, I feel like that doesn't really matter to the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, that could also be another alternative to the kids. But I don't really think that these adult entertainers are gonna become.
But I don't think that was the central of his persona. This guy is only known for one thing.
Yeah.
Fucking
Okay. Yeah.
Trump is known as a billionaire, as a loudmouth in the room that is a New York
celebrity.
Is a celebrity. Is a New York contractor.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's all these other things that he is before somebody that occasionally goes to a strip club and fucks a hooker.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the last page of the book.
Yeah.
For this one, is a whole fucking book.
Yeah.
So there's a big difference between Trump and somebody like this girl.
Ciao.
Yeah. And he does some shit.
Disgusting. I feel. Does this make you feel a certain type of way about women?
It just goes back to what I said at the beginning of there are women that are for fun and women that are wife material.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's 100% for fun. She's someone that you will go out, you will have sex, and you will call an Uber for.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the other girl, the girl that you want to make sure that she's home safe, and you will take her home, and you will pick her up, and you will open the door for her, and you will pull the chair out for her. And that is the one that you're gonna marry.
Yeah.
And the other one is just gonna be someone that was a day of fun, a month of fun, a fantasy long forgotten.
Do you think that OnlyFans has kind of ruined womanhood?
In what way? Define womanhood.
I can't. And here's why, because I guess it just kind of depends on the woman that you want to be and the woman that you are. I guess for me,
I've been very clear about the kind of woman that I would like to have. Like you said, there's always someone, a broken for a broken.
Yeah.
To me, there's certain things that I will not allow. That will be definitely fucking one of them.
Yeah.
I don't want a girl that every time we go out, she wears a short skirt or short shorts where have your ass cheeks hanging out. Because I don't want my girl to be looked as eye candy to other people.
She's a prize.
She's a prize. And she should be protected. Women should be protected. What's the old saying? Masculinity is earned and femininity is protected.
Yes.
So if you can even protect your own femininity as a woman, why should I care about protecting you as a man?
Yeah.
So I have certain lies for that kind of stuff.
That's fair.
Me as a man, I will never date someone like that. I will never consider marry someone like that. Maybe if I met a girl, then she kind of likes to dress like that, but I know that deep down she's a good person. I will talk to her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, I really like you. I probably can see some future between us. But I do not like the way you dress.
Yeah.
I cannot like that's a big no for me.
Mm-hmm.
If you are willing to change that, I'm willing to give this an opportunity for us.
Mm-hmm.
But if this is who are you and you feel sexy this way, that's fine. This is your life at the end of the day. But I'm just not the guy for you.
Is this a double standard though? Like, are we as a society, would we be cool with a man going through 100 women in 100 hours? Has that even been attempted by a man? Because
if he was attempted by a man, it would be a porn star. Because there's no way.
A regular person.
Yeah, a regular person can do it.
I mean,
and it would have to be paid porn stars. It wouldn't be for fun like this guy. Like this girl did it.
Yeah, I think so too.
You would have to pay 100 bitches for it.
But I think also there is this double standard when it comes to sexuality between women and men.
Okay. Yeah.
That, oh, you have 100 bodies? Absolutely not. But if a man has 100 bodies,
it's equally
it's
disgusting.
whatever.
No, it's not. It's equally disgusting.
I feel like it's looked at like it for men. Like, men are like, how many bodies do you have? And you're like, oh, I have 15. They're like,
a man
oh
asking
my
another
god.
man or a man asking a woman?
A man asking a woman.
Uh-huh.
I think that there's a lot of men that are like, oh, you have such a high body count. I don't want that. I'm like, okay, well, what's your body count? It's probably double what I have. You know? So I think that there's this double standard still to this day that if a woman is promiscuous, it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if a man is promiscuous, it's because he's a man.
I think it depends on, like, I think it depends on what you're looking for. Because, like I said, like, just like I have my standards, like, I wouldn't marry certain girls. Some women should also have the standard of being like, I will not marry a guy that used to be, what do you call those? Yeah, but what do you call those college kids that are in,
a frat boy?
A frat boy that he was just like having sex every weekend with like a different chick every time for 4 years while he was in college. And he probably, his dick fell off one time because he had so many diseases, all that kind of shit, you know?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So women should also have their standard for a man.
Mm-hmm.
And just like I said, they're women for fun. There are also men that are used for fun.
Oh, 100%. Yes. Yeah.
So it depends on you where you want to fall in it. Because I will, if you're a guy and you say, oh yeah, fuck 100 bitches, I will look with the same disgust that will look a woman that has fuck 100 dudes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, I'm not going to discriminate you because you're a guy.
You're still equally disgusting.
Yeah, you're equally disgusting.
Yeah, the disgust goes both ways.
Yes. Yes, because how many men have you met that you're like, yeah, that motherfucker will fuck anything that moves? That's equally disgusting.
A couple, yeah.
That's equally disgusting.
Yeah. I had a boss like that.
Yeah, I had
which was even crazier.
Like I had coworkers like that.
Yeah.
And you lose respect from other men when you're like that. Not just women.
Do you?
They lost mine.
Well, I'm wondering if I met this Lily Collins, would I automatically Lily?
Oh, Lily.
Oh, I said Lily Collins. Oops, sorry, Lily
Phillips.
Collins. Lily Phillips. She's an actress.
Collins is an actress.
Yeah, sorry.
So is Phillips.
Yeah, it's Phillips.
She's a bad actress.
Nasty. Well, she's like a real actress.
No, but I'm saying Collins is the actress.
Yeah.
Phillips is a whore.
It's a porn star.
Yeah.
My
bad, girl. I mean,
out of my technically, yeah, that's a hoe.
I mean, she said she felt like a prostitute.
What's the definition of a hoe? What is Webster's dictionary?
It's a gardening tool.
That's the definition. Good evening. Hoe definition. Not tool.
One of the good old Google says about that.
It's giving me like the tool.
I'm telling you.
The tool.
Slang. Just look it up as slang.
What is the definition of a hoe? How can you tell that she's a hoe? A hoe is a woman who has a high body count, frequenting bars and clubs, having a history of cheating or backstabbing their partners, maintain multiple unhealthy/toxic relationships, wearing provocative and revealing clothing with flamboyant colors and obnoxious designs, wearing excessive makeup, often certain body language and mannerisms which gives them away. I think this is just somebody's opinions. Yeah, this is all a matter of opinion.
You're looking fucking Quora.
I wasn't supposed to look at Quora. I was just
But anyway, where are you going with this?
I want to know what the definition of a hoe is.
Before that.
Oh yeah, would I look at this girl and automatically be like, whore? You know what I'm saying? Like, just, like, branded in my eyes as whore. Or, because...
If I didn't know she did that, if the internet wasn't as loud and I wouldn't know who she was, I would think that she was a beautiful woman because she's pretty.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
But I think that the thing that will give it away will be the minute she starts talking. Because just bitches have this very specific way of talking for guys that just clicks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just fucking clicks. Like, you say certain things, you act certain ways, and you're like, yeah, this bitch likes to get rag roll.
What? I've never heard that before. I guess. I mean...
And the way she talked, like, to me, saying as strangers, yeah, I wanna get ran through 100 guys. You just out of the blue, I'm like, whoa. You know?
Are you okay?
Yeah, for real.
Like, what's going on in here? You know, like,
That's definitely a red flag for me.
That's not even a red flag. That's a whole bomb. Like, I just would be very curious to know what her mental state is, because there's a lot of conversation talking about mental health. I think this is beyond mental health. I think, I look, you don't even want to call it mental health, because I'm like, I feel like that's hiding behind an excuse. Like, is your choice of being promiscuous mental health? Like,
it could be trauma, yeah, because it could be trauma.
Choosing that.
Yeah, but it's unconscious to a certain degree.
But there is a sense of morality. I think that no, I was gonna say, I think all humans are have a sense of morality, but I don't think that's true anymore, because I think about, like, the cartels and people that, like, torture for real. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they do it, but they also stuck in a cycle, because there has been many interviews about cartel people, and they're like, yeah, I don't like doing this, but in the town that I was born, every single person worked for the cartel, so it was either do this or die in my town, so I had to do it. And then I just got more and more and more invested until I just can't walk out of it. And I ended up from just moving drugs to having to behead somebody, because this is just my line of work. But they don't want to do it.
I get that, but there are also some people that
legit enjoy it. They're psychos.
Yeah, that legit enjoy it. Yes. So at least she used condoms.
Okay, but
I don't think that fucking matters. She said she got splashed in the face, like, honey.
And she went down on the guys with no protection.
The condoms were redundant.
Yeah.
The condoms were just there.
That's like a half measure.
I mean, I really want her to post her test results. There's no way. If there's no way that she didn't come out with anything, she's the luckiest girl in the world.
For real.
But I need her to be like, here are my test results. But I was saying something.
Think about it.
It left the station.
It has left.
I don't know what I was saying, but
ain't that some shit?
This is disgusting. Please don't do this. I don't.
And she said it almost at the end. She said that this is not for a weak girl. I really, really wonder what she meant by that.
It's not for the weak. Like, you have to have some sort of strong... I'm sure that by 30, there must have been something in her brain to be like, this is only 30. Like, I still have 70 left. She could have gave up. She could have been like, nope, this is too much. Nope, it's enough. Like, it's too much in the body. It's too much on my mental. It's too much on my emotions. I think that's what she meant. She rallied. Like, she really rallied. Like, it's not for the weak. Like, yeah. I think at that point, she must have thought of, there's no way she didn't think about, like, people that get abused, you know, like, for real.
Yeah. I was thinking rape too whenever she was talking about it at the end.
Yeah, like, you have, you know, for women or men or whoever gets abused, I'm sure there's that switch in your head that is like, I'm
it
just here to
everything
survive.
Off so you don't,
yeah, like, I just need to survive, or I'm gonna be numb or whatever. But then she says she wants to make it a show for them, for their 5-minute show. So I'm just like, it's just so bizarre. Like, you cannot make sense of it, no matter how you try to look at it. So it's just, weird. It's weird, and honestly, this is wrong. Like I'm sorry, this is wrong. It should. I think we have too much access to literally everything on the internet, and again, I will die by this quote. We have too much freedom, and a lot of freedom is not good freedom.
I like the freedom. I just don't like the lack of education because we're using of the wrong things.
She was in uni, so she has to have a brain. She's obviously a smart businesswoman. She's making millions, so she has a brain. You know, she's not a dumb blonde or anything like that. She just this is just what she chose. So okay, girl.
So should we feel bad for her for choosing that? Because
I do not feel bad. No, I'm sorry, but I do not feel a single lick of empathy here. I don't. You're choosing this, and you're choosing to do 1,000 guys. Like, I don't feel bad for your future. I'm sorry. You did this. You decided to do this. Again, I think that she's not gonna have a problem finding a husband.
I think she might.
If the person that has the record for 115 guys has a boyfriend and kids, or she's married, and Riley Reid has a husband, and I really don't think that the husband is going to be a problem. But I don't feel bad for this girl. The only way that I can maybe feel possibly bad is that if she one day is like, I regret it, and this is how I really felt. But at the moment, all this infamy that she's doing, I don't feel bad for you. You're choosing to do this life for the money, for the fantasy. If this is truly your fantasy, kudos, you're making it true. But this is just wrong. This is fucked up.
She's making that fucking coin. Apparently that's all that matters at the end.
I didn't want to throw it because I don't know how it's going to sound, but...
I mean, shit.
Okay, that's what... Okay, so no, I don't feel bad. Do you feel bad?
A little bit. But not for her right now. But for her in like 5-10 years.
Why?
I feel bad for her future. So because she's going to realize what she did. And I think she's fully going to regret it.
I think she's gonna regret this too. I 100%
believe
that she's gonna regret
she already made this mistake. I hope she doesn't make an even bigger mistake of going for 1,000 dudes, because that's absolutely bananas. Imagine like asking, "What's your number?" 1,200. What? Not even porn stars have those numbers.
I mean, Barney Stinson.
Bruh.
I mean, no, let's be real. Barney Stinson was a whore.
But he ain't real.
I know he's not real.
He was like caricature of what a man whore was supposed to be.
Okay, but look at that. Art imitates life.
But that case, this bitch from France, what was her name? Rachel. She was kind of like the slutty friend from the group.
I'm sorry, but Rachel...
She was Barney Stinson of France.
She didn't even have half of Barney Stinson's bodies.
Because they were different times. But back then, she was a promiscuous one.
Not even. I think that the whole thing... Honestly, whenever I watch Friends and they say that Rachel's a whore, I'm like, Rachel is not a whore by any means. Like, I'm sorry.
But those standards back in the day, you're measuring today bitches from the past with today's standards. Like, of course they're not now, because like now everybody acts like Rachel. Back then, being like Rachel was like, yeah, you're a whore. It's going with time.
I just think that women were thought to be this non-promiscuous things when... Honestly, women have always been just as much or even more, which is, I feel like we're going into the line of like even women are like more promiscuous, and it's a taboo. I think to this day, I think that we are in the middle of switching that mindset of like, oh, women are not really are that horny or whatever. Like, bitch, women are horny. Okay, I promise you that. Every single woman that I know is like, yeah, my man is not like, okay, I thought we were the women. You know what I'm saying? I thought men were supposed to be like the predators or whatever, and it just seems like that narrative is flipping. But because we have more access to talk about it, but I think that's always low-key been the case.
About talking about it?
About women always being promiscuous. I think
for sure.
I think like back in the days, it was obviously a different image that you wanted to portray. But I'm sure people still in the 20s and the 10s, they still want to get railed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe not by 100 guys, obviously, but like they're like, yeah, I'm horny, like I want to.
We're just a product of our time. Because maybe in the future 100 would not sound as crazy as it sounds today.
Oh god.
That's the thing.
I don't want to be in that world.
Back then, it sounded crazy that you were dating a different guy every month.
But it was cool for men to do it.
You know,
Double
standards. I don't think he was.
Double
It
standards.
depends on who you ask. If I was a guy, I would not do that.
Yeah.
And if I had a friend that was like that, I'll be like, bro, that's not cool.
Yeah.
Just like if I had a girlfriend, fucking hate that word. A female friend.
A girlfriend. Yeah.
I hate
girl.
That. Space
Friend.
Yeah. I hate that word.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Yeah. If I had a female friend, I would be like, girl, that's not cool. Like, you're ruining your life. You're just like being used. You're being passed on. You're getting all this reputation of being like an easy girl. You don't want this for your future.
Mm-hmm. Would you stop being friends with that girl?
I will try to save her. Not save her, but talk her into it. Just show her a different perspective that she might not be seeing, especially to younger people. Because when you're 19, 20, you feel like you own the world, and then you go out and you live on your own, and then you realize that fucking the world is real and it's ruthless.
Right.
You know? So I will try to knock some sense into her.
But let's say that you didn't, and she did
continue doing that. I would put some distance between us. I will not stop being friends with her if I consider her a friend. And I'm like, you know what, I don't like what you're doing, but I'm going to put some distance into it. But one day she calls me, she's like, hey, like, everything that you told me is true. This is not working out. I really need to talk to someone. I'm like, yeah, I got you, girl.
Yeah.
Let's go get a fucking coffee, and then we'll talk about it. And if you don't want to go out in public because you did something so public as this, and you don't want to be seen in public, yeah, let's come to my place. We're not going to hook up. We can talk about it.
Yeah, no. The hell?
Yeah, we can talk about it.
Yeah.
And then you can get the poison out. I will definitely be there for you if that was the case.
What if that were to happen and then somebody sees you with that girl and they're like, ooh, I saw you with that girl that got railed. You know what I'm saying?
It depends. Because on my situation too. Because if I have a girlfriend, if I'm married, I will talk to my girl and be like, hey, this is my friend. She did this stupid. But you're going to be there with me. I mean, we live together. Maybe you can come over to ensure the girlfriend, the wife, whatever, that I'm not going to do something stupid with this girl.
Yeah.
And just be like, hey, she did this really stupid, and I feel like as a friend, I got to be there for you. But if my girl is flipping shit, I will feel bad because, okay, you as a woman would not have another woman's back. Like,
that would really have to be on we'll see situation because that's just so extreme.
It's extreme.
It's so extreme.
But if it's somebody that legit needs help and you're in a position of helping it, will you deny the help? If you know you can make the difference?
If you were that good a person, I don't know.
I will not deny someone the help.
That's definitely, it depends, and it depends on who you are and what type of person that you want to be, you know?
That would also speak about your own relationship, the level of trust that you have.
For sure, yeah.
What would you do?
If I'm thinking of like my friends, like if my girlfriends.
What about your boyfriend? Your boyfriend had a friend like a long time ago. They used to be really close with, but they never did anything. And then this girl became really famous on OnlyFans, and now she's going through it, through all the backlash, and she knows that your boyfriend is like somebody she can trust. And she hit him up.
Would have to be very secure in my relationship. I would have if
he was honest with you. He told you like, hey,
if the
like exactly what I just said. Like, hey, like this was my friend from high school. She became really famous on OnlyFans, and then she's getting like backlash, and she contacted me. She wants to just grab a coffee, just wants to let the poison out.
Yeah.
But I want to let you know, so just so you know that I'm not doing something stupid. You can come if you want.
That's a tough one.
Fuck the bitch.
No, I don't want to say fuck the bitch because if I needed some help, I would want somebody to be there.
Exactly.
You know, so human wise, I get it. Friend wise, I get it. Knowing me, I'm a very jealous, territorial person. Like, don't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? And so I will be like, nah, this hoe is a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Like. I would definitely question the intentions of the girl. My noisy ass I would definitely ask, can I be there for the conversation? Because I want to know what she got to say.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Me from the beginning will say that. Like, I'm not doing nothing with my friend. You can come over just to make sure that I'm not trying to fuck this bitch.
Yeah, but at the same time, if this friend needs to vent out and she's going through such a thing, maybe she wants to have like, hey, I understand where you're coming from, but honestly, I don't want another person to look at me when I say this out of shame. You know, like, I would also understand that.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, in that case, if I was a guy or the boyfriend, I would be like, okay, cool, I got you, but you need to talk to my wife, to my girlfriend. Make her understand.
Out of respect.
Out of respect.
Yeah, out of respect,
Give her space because of what you did. is gonna cause me a problem in my marriage or my relationship. So at least
Yeah.
if you want me to be there for you,
You have to do this by these rules. Not
yeah,
even rules, but just like
yeah,
steps of caution.
consider my partner in the
Yeah.
picture because that could also affect her.
Yeah. I
I will
think,
talk to the girl like that.
yeah, I think that would be like a good plan. Like if this were really to happen in real life, I think there has to be like super open communication, and we'll just go from there. You know, because obviously, my noisy ass, I want to be there because I want to hear exactly what she has to say. I want to see her perspective on it. But also, if she's so ashamed, she's like, I wouldn't want to be around anybody else because I'm so ashamed and this is just too much. But like, I get it too.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'd be like, shit, you want to record the conversation so I can hear what's happening? You know what I'm saying? Like, because obviously that person, my relationship with my boyfriend, I would let's pretend that this is perfect and everything's amazing. I would still want to be like, shit, what she say? You know, but you're gonna leave some details out, so I want to hear it for myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would just have to be like a very open communication type of thing.
I think that's some shit.
And that's today, folks. That's the news of today. We're ending 2024 in this. Please, let's leave the shenanigans in 2024.
It's been a crazy fucking year for sure. Merry Christmas, Lily.
Lily, I'm dead. Girl, I hope your coochie okay. I hope your everything is
You
okay.
got stabbed to death, girl.
She really got stabbed to death, so. Oof.
Any thoughtful words for everybody watching this Christmas? Wrap your present up, boys.
Just don't be fucking nasty. That's nasty. That's disgusting. Please don't do that. You know what? To all the men that did this, you're a loser. Like honestly, and I say that with all of my heart. Like,
amen.
Y'all are fucking losers, and the fact that you can't get a girl by yourself and you can't even like hire a prostitute or whatever the fuck, and you have to do this for free, and bang somebody that literally has 30 guys literally in the last hour, and you still want to be inside that, you're disgusting. And that's all I have to say about that.
Amen to that. You kinky motherfuckers.
Not even kinky. Y'all nasty. Y'all nasty. But yeah, that's where we're gonna leave it at.
Hell yeah. Let's wrap it up there.
Woo!
Ain't that some shit?
Alright, yeah. What y'all think? What's y'all's opinion? Like,
for real. Because it's been all over the internet. And you didn't want to talk about it.
I just didn't think it was gonna be.
I thought it was pretty big.
I remember reading it for the first time, and I was like, ugh, whatever, another one. But then I was like, wait, 100 guys in 24 hours? What? Like, when I first glanced at it, I think I'm just so desensitized. Is that the word?
Desensitized. Whatever it is, yeah.
Whatever that word.
Spanglish.
I think I'm just so used to seeing sex on social media all the time that I was kind of like, okay, another one did something crazy, another one did something crazy, like, well, like, and honestly, like, I'm just so
numb to
sick of it. Yeah, like, not only am I numb, but I'm just like, okay, like, what else is new? Like, do we have a new penguin? Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. But then when I saw that it was 100 guys, I was like, wait, what the hell?
Ain't that some shit?
Yeah, done.
Those bitches be making a killing.
I am quite jealous of the money that they're making. Like, right. That is amazing.
That other girl making 43 mils? God damn.
We're in the wrong line of work. But
my morals will not let me. I'll do feed people.
Goodbye. On that note, we're gonna head out.
Motherfuckers.
You guys have a wonderful holiday.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Do good things. Wrap it up. Okay.
Deuces.
Peace.
Peace.
Boy, that's nasty. It's nasty. Like, what's happening to the world?